Welcome back to another Tips and Tricks Thursday. My name is Derek, and today I'm going to be going over an issue that a lot of people are having, and that is how to replace the battery in an iPhone that has an iOS past the 17.4 with a core battery. Now, the purpose of doing a core battery is obviously so that you don't have to deal with a notification. It saves a little money in the repair, but also you want to be able to fix the data in the settings. You want to fix the battery health to show 100%. That way, your client can be confident that their battery has been replaced and that they're going to get full life out of it again. And obviously, ever since the iOS 17.4 came out, it's made it a little tricky, and yet there are still a lot of questions about how to do this because people are unable to do it. So today, I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's get into the video. Alright, so when we look at this iPhone 12, you can see that the cycle count is over 1,000 and our battery life is at 81%. The iOS is on 17.5, so I'm going to show you how we fix it, not only in 3utils, but also inside the phone settings. So as you can see, when we go into the settings, and we go to the battery, and then we go to the battery health, we are at the 81%. And then looking at the iOS, we are on the 17.5.1. We go ahead and turn it off, and we'll go ahead and take it apart. We'll get out our TVK fixture for the iPhone 12. Alrighty. So the back's been replaced on this one without anyone separating it. So you can see all these little shards of glass in here. Great. We'll take out the screws for each one of the brackets, and we can disconnect the battery and disconnect the display and the proximity sensor. And here's a little tech tip. You can roll your screwdriver. You can roll the adhesive around the screwdriver. And not every time, but most of the time, all of the adhesive, if not one of the two layers of adhesive, will come out. That way we won't have to pry on it or anything. Just like that. All of the adhesive. We'll do the same on the second pull tab and on the other ones. And if it doesn't come out, it's not a big deal. We can always use some alcohol and pry on it. Put a little bit of isopropyl alcohol down in there. Give it a little bit of tension. Throw some more under there and let the alcohol do its thing. The magnets are glued to the back of the battery. They're supposed to be down in this area. We'll address that later. All right, so to address the BMS, I've shown this obviously in previous videos. But what we're going to do is we'll grab the sticker here, and we're going to peel it back. And be careful with the flex here to not damage it. It's really sensitive around that turn. We'll pull on the sticker, and it's going to help roll out the BMS. And then we'll peel off the little plastic bracket. It peels off just like that. And get yourself a pair of ceramic scissors. I don't have mine today, so I'm just going to be extra careful by not touching the two leads together. And there we've snipped off the old lithium cell. I'm just going to rock back and forth the old lead until it shears away without warping the little flap of metal that comes on it. You can also grind this off, but you want to remove this other lead, and this little rocking method that I use. It works really well for the most part, just like that. Now you can see how it's taken this little lead off. We'll do the same here on this one. And there goes the other one. We'll get our new battery out. So we've got our M-Centrix core for the 12 and 12 Pro. It comes with the plastic bracket, new sticker, and tag on flex with new battery adhesive. We'll get out our Macaroon Max. I've only got the positive lead attached because this Platform Max is the negative. I'm going to fold out these little flaps. That way we're not tack welding or putting any pressure directly on the BMS itself, because that's when a lot of things can go wrong. All right, so now I've got it clamped in there. Go ahead and power it on. I'll line up the lead here where I want it, just like that. Push down nice and firm so we don't get any sparks. And we'll do the same with the positive side. And now we can roll it back up, turn that off. We'll put in that sticker. We'll get out our little plastic protector here. We'll roll it up and then fold this last guy up, making it nice and pretty again. There we go. We'll take our tag on flex, go ahead and connect it up, fold this out, that guy back up, and there we go. Take our new battery adhesive, smooth it out, run this around the top, same with the bottom, peel this off. We'll get off all of the old adhesive, and then I also want to clean out the inside here. Any glass I can see I'm going to blow out or pick out. Put a little tape there. There we go. All right, the magnets are back. We'll take the battery and we'll stick it down inside. We will reconnect the display, connect up the proximity sensor, connect up the tag on flex and the battery, just like that. Prompt it to boot with the lightning cable. All right, now we can go into the settings. Oops. Battery health is going to give us this not recognized. All right, we have this important battery message, and we'll turn it off, turn it back on. You can see when we turn it back on, it does say 81%. We don't have the notification anymore that it doesn't recognize the battery. So it's back to 81%. Well, that's probably where a lot of you are getting to, and you're like, what do I do from here? I can't figure it out. So let's go over to the computer. All right, so we're now in the settings on 3U Tools. So we're now looking at 3U Tools, and you can actually see that the cycle, you can see the charge times. So now we're connected up to 3U Tools, and you can see that the charge times is at 0 and the battery life is at 100%. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Smart Flash. Now, obviously, if this has data on it that you need to keep, you want to go over to Toolbox first and go to Backup and Restore first, or you can back up the data and go through that process. This phone has already been reset, so it doesn't have anything attached to it. And there's a couple things you'll need to do if you are also needing to restore like all of the apps and stuff. You'll need to sign into the iCloud before going through and restoring your backup. But for this circumstance, we're just going to go over to the Smart Flash, and we're going to get the latest 17.61. I go ahead and download this. I'm also going to click on anti-recovery flash mode. All right, so now we're just going to click on flash, and we're going to click on, this is the important part, fix battery health date during flash. And we'll hit flash, and we'll let this process go, and it shouldn't take a horrible amount. It shouldn't take too long. All right, so now you can see we're going to go back through, quickly set it up. All right, let's go into the settings and see now. So we've got the core. When we go into battery health, we're at 100%. So that's how you do it with the tag on the flex when the phone is beyond the 17.4. All right, there you go. That's how we get it back to 100% in the settings. Now, I know that this is annoying, but there's really nothing that can be done about this process, given that it is part of the software now with the iOS. So a couple things to note. You need a good cable just to make sure that that whole process goes smooth. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Or if you have anything to add that I might not have covered fully and that you're aware of, leave it down there as well. Look forward to hearing from you. Thanks a ton for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for another Phone Fix Friday.